Alrighty, y'all. It is Stephanie Renee Gomez here. I need to say that on this channel because the Stephanie Gomez is associated with the channel name. So, yeah, it's going to be kind of hard. It's like I've got two different personalities with the two different channels. So, how do you like my backdrop? It's actually for Twisty. And I'll get the lighting right later, but I kind of wanted to just kind of present it in the video because it adds such a nice, you know, something different than my wall of fabric and shelves, because this channel is not about that. And I also have a backdrop that I got for her that has it's a bridge in London, the Tower Bridge or something it's called. She loves it. She knows what it is more than I do. But anyway, you'll see those in future videos. Twisty's been kind of under the weather, and it's a problem she's had for a year ago. Her blood work came back with some anomalies, or, you know, signs of a chronic illness on them. And she kind of feigned that she was okay, and, you know, she didn't want to get all these tests run. So I let her put it off. But she's been really down, really sick lately. So, yeah, so took her to the doctor this afternoon, and they recommended that the doctor said that she's going to get her a specialist. She's going to refer her to a specialist, so we'll get that taken care of. But, you know, if you're a praying, believing, caring person, just send good thoughts, good vibes, and prayers, because my poor sweet little girl's been just really sick. So, anyway, I don't know how I will present this channel. I had, really, to be honest, I think I took the criticism really hard, but there really wasn't as much of it as there was love and understanding from you guys. And I do want to say that I really, really appreciate that. And I know that this channel is way smaller than A Fate So Twisted, and so not a lot of you will see this video, but the ones who did come here from A Fate So Twisted to kind of keep up with just our everyday stuff, I just want to let you guys know how much I love and appreciate you. And I have a confession. So this is, you know, I think sometimes I overshare. So anyway, here it goes, right? That troll, that hater, she's out there. She's waiting to give me some criticism. She can't wait to use my daughter's full name to let me know that she knows me. She's a little right, though. I do care. I care more than I should sometimes, because it's like you want people to understand what you're going through, but at the same time you don't want to share certain things with them. And certain things, certain maybe illnesses, conditions, problems come with a lot of prejudices, preconceived notions. And so, you know, there's personal things that I still don't talk about and won't talk about. And I think people think because I told so much a few months back that, like, maybe you were getting all the information, but you weren't. That's the thing about being in the public eye and doing these videos. You have to have a little bravery to be able to take the flack, to be able to, you know, I don't know, that sounds like such a long explanation. But anyway, I have never talked about this with my children. It was a dark place in my life when I had my two oldest children, and I, you know, their father and I had finally for good separated. And so anyway, just that was when I had the diagnosis of bipolar disorder. I think it was more, the doctor used more of the term manic depressive. So I was on medication for a few years, and then I think I just, you know, it's really hard to monitor someone with an illness like that, because we tend to not want to take the medication, because when we're feeling good, we just feel like everything's good and we don't need anything. And then what happened in my life was I met Julian, and I kind of got a little eyebrow raise when I talked to my psychiatrist the other day, and she was psychiatrist, psychologist, the one that prescribes the medicine. I always get the two confused. I think it's psychiatrist. And when I told her Julian was my medication for 12 years, she just kind of, I said, okay, well, really, basically, he tolerated me and my manic moods, but he had this way with me that was just a godsend. He was a blessing, I believe, to me, because he could do for me what nobody in my life ever did. He completely understood me. He completely got me. And he could tell. He got to the point to where he could tell, this is not a good day. This is not a good week. This is a good day. And he embraced that. And I think that's why he encouraged me to do things that I enjoyed doing, because he saw what it did for my moods. And I'm not crazy. You know, I'm not a crazy person, but the problem is that sometimes my brain produces too much of this chemical that makes me just overly hyper and just itching to do stuff. And then sometimes it doesn't make enough, or it makes this, I forget what the doctor called it. But sometimes there's not enough there, and I get really down, and I have days when I can barely function. And you know, her dad was the godsend, and when he had to leave us, Twisty has been the godsend, because she's a very sweet girl, and she and I don't clash heads at all. So try not to be judgmental and think that this kid's putting up with crazy, because she is so much like her dad that I never really have a problem. I have normal teenage problems with her. I have, like, you know, I want her to help me with things. It's just she and I now, and, you know, sometimes I have to give her that extra nudge. Hey, girl, how about taking out the bathroom trash for Mama? Or, you know, how about doing the dishes this time, because I'm kind of tired. And on top of that, I have some chronic illnesses, and, you know, I'm a fat girl, so I have diabetes too. But I also have Graves' disease, which kind of fucks with my thyroid. Can't even talk today. So anyway, that's what I'm confessing to you guys. That's what I've been leaving out, because nobody wants people to think they're crazy. Nobody wants people to think that they don't have their shit together. And my voice is breaking up because, I don't know, I've got a sore throat or something. I'm not trying to cry on you guys, I swear. It's just like, I think it's allergies. We went out today, and we are homebodies, especially since Twisty's been sick. So I got out in that heat, and I think it kind of affected my throat. So I'm not tearing up. I feel good about what I'm saying. I feel good to tell you guys that it's just what it is. And at times it'll be, you know, Rose from the other channel, and I think I forgot the other person's name. I'm sorry. I remember your last name, but I'm not going to say it. You guys kind of had a back and forth with me about medication. Don't do it, do it, don't do it. I'm not the type of person to easily take just any medication. I won't take, because the doctor says, here, take this, it'll make you better. I don't do that. I always research. And after going through this really manic episode a while back, and then this really depressed episode where I spent days in bed a while back, and I just, you know, I think Twisty took some initiative too. I had already talked to her therapist, and, you know, I didn't even know they would see me as an adult, but I said, I need to talk to somebody. I really need to get some help. And so she started me with therapy also, and it's helpful. And the psychiatrist recommended a medication to help me sleep, and a medication to kind of balance my moods. And the one for my moods I have taken before on short term. My physician prescribed it, and I don't think she really understood the long-term situation, but that's my fault, because I didn't discuss my medical history with her, and this was in a town 70 miles away, and I don't even remember what doctor I saw at the time, so I wouldn't have told my physician anyway, so I don't blame her for that. But she thought 6 months on Lexapro would you know, fix me. And I felt like, okay, that's cool. But so I'm going to try to stay on medication and try to not, you know, I'm trying to do things differently. I'm okay with it. I'm okay, you know, troll me, get angry, talk shit to me, whatever. But at least I am not afraid. Maybe not afraid anymore. Might have been before. But anyway, this is, you know, this channel is kind of my do everything channel. I made that clear when I decided to start using this channel again. And so if you have issue with that, you probably shouldn't have subscribed anyway, because this is where I get to be me. On a Face So Twisted, I mean, I really liked it for my everything channel. It really got to be a sewing channel more after Julian died, because I was occupying my time. And that's fine. I love sewing, and I feel really comfortable keeping the two channels separate and like focusing a Face So Twisted on crafts and sewing and cooking and things like that. And I'm really glad. You guys are so sweet. I have loved my most recent videos and the views, how they're getting better. The analytics are looking better. And it's because I'm staying focused. You guys were right to complain. I needed to stay focused. And that channel keeps me grounded. And I love it. I have so many ideas. So anyway, I appreciate all of y'all. I do love y'all. And I kind of hated to like admit this, but Twisty and I even talked about it, and I was like, should I just like, you know, say it? She said, well, Mama, it's something, you know, that you've had basically your whole life. You're not going to outgrow it. So maybe it'll give them a better perspective of things. So that's what I'm doing, and I hope that you guys can appreciate that. And if you don't really have to comment. You don't really have to tell me anything, because no matter how you mask it, especially that one person, I can't even remember her stupid name, but she masked it as I'm really trying to help you and give you advice, but what she was doing was being as hateful as she could be and calling out my daughter's real name so that I would know that she knew me from somewhere else. So, you know, I'm just saying, don't, you know, go away. If you got anything negative to say, go away. I'm in that up mood. I'm feeling good about the things I'm doing, and I don't need the negativity. So anyway, sorry that was so long, but it's kind of like, you know, you gotta tell the whole story. So anyway, guys, what do you think of my backdrop? Isn't it cool? I can't wait to see Twisty doing her little videos in front of that. She kind of picked it out. She likes that little skull there. So anyhow, I love y'all. And I wish y'all peace, love, and sunshine. That used to be my tagline on this channel, so I might have to pick that back up again. Peace, y'all. Bye-bye.